You can't find the solution to the problem standing in the space where you solve the problem. You've got to view it from a relatively different position. If I'm looking at the front of the building, I'll try to look at the side of the building. And so you spend some time there, give it a little chance to see if it works. If it doesn't, then you move to a different side of the building. It doesn't take a person long of this is my job and this is what I'm doing, and I've got my routine and I understand what needs to be done and I'm good at it and I'm successful at it. Whoa, about that time, imprint occurs, and then, oh, let's all move to the other side of the building. What are you talking about? Move to the other side of the building, another reorganization? You want me to change my job? And well, I'm really good at what I'm doing. And so when you got hundreds of people, you've got this balancing act of staying in one space long enough to make some progress, but not so long that too many people get imprinted. I would see imprinting like a horror movie. In fact, one of the scariest movies I ever saw was called Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where this alien plant form came down and seeded and started growing these gourd-like things that when they were placed next to a person overnight where they slept or something, by morning, the person was gone and the gourd became the person. The gourd person was sort of without emotion, without opinion, without ideas. They were happy and cooperative and created a very uniform, nice society. But that was the scariest thing in the world for me. And so for me, that's kind of what imprinting is like. Life is tough, and you're exposed to a lot of failures, and you're tempted by a lot of comfort in life. But people, on the other hand, many times need to grow by having their boundaries expanded and then grow into those boundaries. And when they reach those boundaries, find a way to cross through those and expand them some more. It's often frustration, anxiety, despair are simply your body's way, your mind's way of telling you that you're at one of your boundaries, and that you shouldn't see that as a bad thing, but it's a good thing. It's hard to hold there at the boundary because it seems kind of unpleasant. It seems a place without hope. Ironically, it is the place with the most hope. And when you're on that edge, in that moment of despair or uncertainty or just discouragement, you should understand that that's your mind simply telling you that boundary is there, and if you'll just hang there long enough, you'll transition past it. How can I get from this absolutely sure to fail situation? How can I be in such an awful position? How can I have fallen over the cliff and falling into the rocks and survive? But it happens.